Hi, my name's Andrew and I wrote the book on how to sell online purely because I have a business which turns over in excess of 1.6 million in 3 years, and that business started from zero with no idea on how you can sell online. Well, there were two motivations. One was desperation, because the previous industry I was in was the finance industry, and that sector suffered something called the credit crunch, and that meant that I had to find a way to put money in my pocket and to live. So with the aid of a good friend, he introduced me to a business that he was running on something called eBay, and I thought, oh well, if you can do it, and he had less technical knowledge than I had, then I can do it. The main factor was needing to build a business that would work and a successful model that if you replicate it, it will continue working. So in other words, find something that sells well, buy it, sell it again, find a new product, buy it, sell it again. And that seemed to work on this thing called eBay. Massively, because as I got into selling online, which was something I knew nothing about, first day I looked at it, I hadn't got a clue. So then we moved on to Amazon, and then we started buying from importers and other dedicated sales agents, where we could start bringing brand new product, good quality product, and selling it into the marketplace. So we managed to develop the business through other platforms as well as just eBay, Amazon. We now have our own websites, and we're experimenting with play.com and looking at one or two other opportunities which are going to be outside of the UK. Nothing. The stock that we had to start with was loaned to us by my good friend, and he gave me some of his excess product to see if we could work it. I had the IT, I had the computers, I had internet, I had a camera, and I had broadband. So that bit I had, but the stock was sort of borrowed at the initial stages, and then he was eventually paid for that as we started to make a profit. Now, the assumptions for starting the business was, yeah, we should be able to sell it, and as we started to sell the first item, it was sort of like, brilliant, you sold something. Then when we sold 10 items, it was like, wow, this works. And then when we sold 100, it was, bloody hell, this really does work. It's brilliant. The issue that we had was I made mistakes. I bought product in that was not saleable, and we tried to sell things that we'd got a lot of competition on. At that stage, I hadn't worked out how to find the competition in the marketplace. Now, I know my competition all the time, no problem at all. But then, I did make a lot of mistakes, and we lost a bit of money over the period of time on a couple of the items we bought. Well, that's the interesting bit, because I went into financial services, and the credit crunch caused that to have problems. But prior to that, I'd been involved in retail. So I'd worked for one of the major electrical chains in a customer service role, which had taken me both regional and national. So I'd got a lot of customer service background. And also working at the head office, I'd worked with a lot of the buyers. So I understood the buying process. And prior to that, I've been involved in other business ventures, both retail and wholesale. So I've almost come full circle, but into the new world of retail, which is online. No, not at all. You just need to have a reason. You need to have a why. Your why has got to be big enough. My why was big enough because I had no money. So you've then got to have the vision and the focus, and you've got to get out of perhaps a little bit of your present comfort zone and say, I am going to step over that line I am going to try it. And then when you find that it actually works, and you end up with over 25,000 pieces of feedback, and you've got loads of people saying how good your service is, how great the delivery was, how good the customer service when something went wrong because the Royal Mail broke it, dropped it, whatever. You don't need to have anything like that, because you own it then, and it just becomes a natural part of everyday life. So just stepping over that line in the sand, which may be a comfort zone line, and just go for it. That is all you need to do. Have the vision and go for it.